Good afternoon, people, and welcome to another video. I've always said over the last 14 years, when you're in the mood for videos, shoot them, film them. And I'm in the mood for videos, so I'm here to film it. I have 6 films here. Call it 6 off the shelf, because the last videos I'm whizzing through them. I don't like doing that, nor do I want to make one video on each film. So we'll try and find a balance. We'll see how this goes. Now, all these films I haven't seen for minimum 4 or 5 years. Now, the first one I watched, Infamous, is Waterworld, an infamous film, box office bomb. And I've always thought, I kind of enjoy Waterworld, Kevin Costner, and it's a Mad Max on water type thing. But I watched it, I just thought, what an absolute noisy piece of shit. This film's chaotic. And I suppose that fits the world. There's no order. But it just felt so much nonsense in it. Just a nonsense of a film. And great set design and big and bold. But just full of stuff and nonsense. So I didn't care for that one. I thought I would. Then this one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Love the Planet of the Apes films, love this trilogy. James McAvoy, not James McAvoy, what's his name? I just watched something else with James McAvoy the other day. Oh, what's his name? James Franco, never been a huge fan. John Lithgow is very good. The motion capture, I think, is still held up pretty well. The effects, I think, have held up pretty well. It's cool seeing Caesar and all the other apes and all that, but what got me the most was watching the John Lithgow character suffering with Alzheimer's. That hit hard. And yeah, a fun film outside of that, with the apes and the monkeys and Tom Felton's a piece of shit, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I enjoyed that one again. Then I watched this one, Pan's Labyrinth, which I don't remember too much of it other than that blind man or the pale man or whatever the hell he's called. Completely forgot about him. But it opens with a real beautiful piece of music and tells us about the underworld and a girl. Then is it World War II we're in? Split with the fantasy world, and the fantasy world is cool. I'll say it's nice, but it's not really nice. It's nice to look at. Just full of, what's the word I'm after? There's a word I'm after, I can't quite find it. It's full of something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. If I remember, I'll come back to it, but I like that, the fantasy aspects of it. I think it's Spanish, and it had nice big bold subtitles as well, which you can see. Then I watched this one. I'm not sure on this one. I like Denzel Washington. I don't mind Mark Wahlberg. They're very different, the way they talk, the way they act. But I don't think it worked too badly. They're both undercover agents. One's from the DEA, one's from the Navy. But they don't know that about each other. And then something happens and shit hits the fan and it goes on from there. It's probably watch it for this, like a buddy cop type film, but not anywhere near the great buddy cop films from the 80s. But it's fun enough. It's not the perfect action blockbuster, and it also is not a blast. So then I felt like watching Toy Story 3, and the end of it, towards the end, it had me welling up. I had to have an extra shot of rum to compose myself. There are aspects of it I'm not keen on, like when Woody escapes and goes to that girl's house. Is it Bonnie's? And we see Timothy Dalton, and that aspect of it. But when they break out of Sunnyside, it's like a prison escape film, like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. When Caesar escapes, it's like a prison escape. And I love prison escape films. Is there a word for it? Prison breaks. Is that the word? I don't know. But yeah, the animation you can see is head and shoulders above the previous two. But it's more that I'm not keen on in this than I am in the first two. So we have that. Then finally we have Independence Day. Now, I've always considered myself a massive fan of this, and watching it again, I like it. Will Smith, Bill Pullman's the president, Jeff Goldblum, you also got Randy Quaid. Everyone knows this. Massive spaceship comes down and we fire our missiles at it. It's got a shield, surprise, surprise. And you've got to take the shields down to destroy them. Maybe it's slightly longer than it needs to be, but I don't think there's too much of the special effects that I thought, you know what, this really shows its nearly 30 years of age. I think most of the effects were solid enough. You also got Brent Spiner in this, the design of the alien. You see it, all tentacles moving around. But yeah, the flying saucers flying around and shooting things, I think that looked all right. Nothing there to bother me too much. As I say, let's try again. As I say, maybe a tad long-winded, 138 minutes. Maybe a tad long, but that's everything I've watched this week. No, it's not. There, 6 films that I've watched that I own. I don't know, but anyway, that's it. Pan's Labyrinth is full of clever designs, and my brain keeps wanting to say ingenuity, but why is Pan's Labyrinth full of ingenuity? It's not, is it? But they're 6 off the shelf. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome.